afternoon, Wendy here from Wendy's Crafting. I'm Stampin' Up, and I'm a demonstrator for Stampin' Up, or Stampin' Up demonstrator, whichever way round. And I live in Narberth, Pembrokeshire, Wales. So I must apologise. My daughter came round yesterday. We ended up with to go and do some shopping, but which is why I didn't do this yesterday. So I'm doing a Flower Friday or Friday Flowers. I'm not sure which way round to say that yet. Now I've been looking. I've got quite a few Stampin' Up stamps and dies. I've been looking for just the right one that I can do flowers with. So here they are. Now these are These are the dies that go along with the Pretty Perennial flower and leaves and everything like that to do this pretty. Yes, so that's what I've been. I go on to these, and today I'm just going to show you how to do a very simple rose. Okay. Now then, what I need now for this is, oops, come on, over here. I'm going to use this as my hot glue gun. I wouldn't recommend anybody getting one just yet, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to be sending away for a cold glue gun. Don't ask me how it works, I've got no idea, but it's going to be a cold glue gun, because even though I've had it for years, I've had a couple of them, and I've just burned myself again with it. Excuse me while I have a drink. Right, now then, this is this die that I've used, and you cut out these four, glue gun, these 4 petal flowers with them. Now then, what I've done, I've gone along with my punch, and I've got it upside down. I go along, and what I do is can you see the middle? You see the middle there, can't you? Yes, good. The middle there, I try and get it as close to the centre as possible. And this is a silly little punch because it won't punch. I'm going to do about 4 layers here. I think I'll have to use this more, don't I? No, what it was, I'd forgotten I had it. So I bought one of those crocodiles. And then when I emptied some boxes, there it was. But never mind, the crocodile's going to come in very handy sometime very soon, I hope. Right, so how many have I done now? Come on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I'll just do this one as well. Like I said, see the middle bit there? And then you just guess it from there to there. Doesn't always work like that one, but better than nothing. Now what I'm going to do first of all, I'm going to just give them a little spray, of water. Now while they're, so let you go of the computer, just a little spray. Okay, and what I'm going to do now, I'm going to show you, because these rosebuds have to have a centre. So what I get is, hang on a minute. Oh, that was the offcut, that was. Fingers aren't working again today. Bit longer. Right, right. I'll use this one. We've done a bead shop the other day. Got a lovely bead shop in Narberth. It's called Big Ellie Beads, because she started in Big Ellie. And she has loads of beads, as any bead shop will, loads of off bits of it. You know what I mean? Not bits of it. A number of beads that they sell individually. So what you do now, I'm sorry, I can't tell you what gauge wire this is because I've got no idea. Right, now they're going to find the middle, put the beads on, then just going to put a little bit of glue up the top there. Not much, just a little bit. and then you push your bead up, obviously making sure you don't push it right off the end. Right, now then, I should have just to give that a bit more rounded shape. And there we are, that is the centre for our flowers. Now then, what have I done? Oh yeah. Now, what you need to do then, do what I've done and punch the holes. Oh, it's the weather today, I'm so thirsty. Punch holes in the centre, okay? And this is so that you could put it like that, right? And then little bit of glue at the bottom. Oh, hang on, where's my glue stick gone? Isn't it funny, every time I've got something and then it goes. Oh, there it is. Put another glue stick in, because how these work, you see, it's got a little rubbery bit in there. And every time you go like that, it pushes that further in. But if you don't have an extra glue stick there, sometimes it gets a bit fiddly. Right, so I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the bottom here. Oopsie daisy. And then just push it up. Like I said, be very careful with the glue. I wouldn't let children do this on their own. Now, what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to fold the petals in half. Then I'm going to take a bit more glue. I'm going to put it on the side there. What you want to do then, you want to push this up, okay, to the top there. Tiny, that side, this side. Tiny drop of glue that side. I'm using hot glue because it does it dries quickly or sets quickly. Bead is a little bit too big, because what you want you to do is to make sure that it wraps around the beads, but no worries about it. If it's your first flower, that's fine. Right, now that you start on the next piece, next couple now, we're going to do this. You push that up to there, and that's to there. Now, little trick, don't tell anybody I showed you this. If you spray it with some water, helps cool your fingers down as well after you've been burned, you can actually just stretch it a bit, stretch the petals a bit, and get off there. It's just about covered the bead in the middle. So that's your first layer. You have actually made a bud. That is a flower bud. Well, a one layer flower bud. Right, now I'm going to put the next layer on. Now you see where these petals where there is, I can explain this. Right, here you've got two gaps. Okay, so try and get your single layer over those gaps, so it's not a gap anymore. Oh, come on now, don't be saying playing silly things with me. A little bit of glue on there, again, push it up. Don't forget now, you've got a gap there, fill the gap up like that. I didn't put glue on that side, did I? Oh, I'm such a numpty sometimes, honestly. Right. Go up there, turn that down slightly like that. Mainly because I put too much glue on. You only need a little tiny dab right at the bottom. Because what happens then is, as you can see, when you close it, you're pushing it up. Okay, so you only need a little bit at the bottom, not a great big dollop like I put there. A little bit at the bottom of each one. What I didn't tell you last time, what I use is I use just 100 GSM copy paper. Now, what you can do, if you wanted to, what you could do is you take, just leave that dry while I'm blabbering on, take a stamp and stamp it first, and then leave it dry thoroughly, and then you can put a pattern on it. Any what's it called? Origami paper would probably be very good for it. Now, what I'm doing now, I'm just rounding the edges off, well, the tips, I should say. I just sat down to watch Olympics and I thought, no, Wendy, don't do it. So now you've got a bigger bud. This little dab there, and it is a little one I'm using. Like I said, if there's a gap, fill it. Okay? Right. Turn all those down. Oops, don't fall over. And then gap. Put a little one there. You know these strings, somebody told me, what was it? Oh, the company I bought the glue gun off. I think Hobby Tech, yeah, they're very good, very customer service, excellent. And what they said is, because you don't leave the glue to dry, to heat up between putting it in there, then that's what causes the strings. He said, she said, they said. I emailed them, so I didn't speak to them, but that's what they said. If you can, I don't know how long it takes for one to heat up, but if you can, then that'll be fine. Right, I'm going to put this one on now, like that. And push this one up. Now then, oh dear me, just going to fit about, turn the tips over. Come on, I knew you're supposed to turn over as well. I said turn tips. And there we go. There we are. You've just made little buds, a flower. You've just made the little rose buds with a few more layers of petal on it. So I hope you enjoyed that. Brilliant. Now then, I'm going to do another very simple one. This one is for my darling friend Jess. Hiya Jess, you hope you're alright, love? Nice to see you this morning. Right. What I've got these now, Jess, okay? Now, if Jess hasn't seen this, then I'll probably do another one for her sometime, because it might be a bit too complicated. Now, in here, look, Jess, I've got all sorts of beads and bows and, butterflies, everything in there. Now, what I'm looking for are one of those little ones there. If you haven't got any, my darling, then let me know and I'll get you some for you. Right, put that there, Right, as I was saying, Jess, be careful of the hot glue gun. You don't have to use a hot glue gun. I'm going to get a cold, I heard the other day you can get a cold one, so I'm going to get a cold one and we'll see how it goes, because it does give you a nasty burn. Right, I cut these out of that one there. So I'm simply going to squish it in the middle there. Does that work better, or does that go straight through it? No. Squish these in the middle. You don't have to have one of these, Jess, alright, my darling. What you can use, oopsie daisy, you can use the end of a pencil or well, I'm using a pen bottom. Right, just pressing them in like that, okay, darling? There we go. Then what I'm going to do, I'm going to get, I'll tell you what, I won't use hot glue with this one. As it's for Jess, I won't use a hot glue gun. I'll switch it off. Oh. Right. There we go, Jess. So you push them down like I did there, okay? They go, whoo, they all curl up. So what you can do is you can put in, I hope this is going to work now. Why does nothing work when you want it to? Right, what happens is the nozzle clear. The nozzle gets gunged up. Right, so we try again, shall we? There we are. Little bit of glue in the middle. And then we'll take that, and now where there's a gap, make sure there's the lump of the leaf, the lump of the petal. Okay? And just making sure then that every bit is covered. I just put one more on there. Put it like that. Again, alternating it so that the gap goes in and then this comes out. There we go. Now, because what I should have done this before this, if you know what I mean. Right, take them, and then you get one of these. One of these little beautiful gems, and just put it in the middle. There we go, Jess. That's a lovely little flower that you can put on your cards that you're wonderfully making. Now, also, you know, it's only for Jess, but you can all do it like that. There's some things a little bit more difficult for Jess to do, so I do them simply for her. I'm going to use this. It's the Bird Ballard thingamajigs, GSP paper. I've got loads of it, so I thought, well, let's try it. I don't know what it would be like with the roses, however, feel free to try it, or I'll try it later on, because I know there's some DSPs are thicker than the others. Right, again now I'm going to put this in there, gap petal, squish it down, and where are they? What are you there for, you silly thing? Get the middle in. Now you don't have to have them in layers, okay, just love? Just stick them one, you only use one layer and one of them in the middle, and they'll be, oops, and they will look beautiful. So there we go. Thank you ever so much for watching, and if you do make any, then please post them underneath my Facebook page under there. Thank you. Make sure you give me a thumbs up, please, and subscribe, because 150 subscribers, I have got a great giveaway, which I shall show you when I finished it. Bye.